Cybersecurity, man, I tell you. So here's the deal. Cybersecurity is the new kid on the block in many ways, right? Why I say that is this. I have been in information security for over a decade. That goes back to the 2000s. All of this stuff has to do with one thing, and that's the protection of data. But now with the booming technological scene that we have, the proliferation of a bunch of applications and just the emphasis on the digital landscape and space, I guess information security is not a sexy term. Cybersecurity in many ways is the child of the parent, information security. So if you had a hierarchy, it would be information security and cybersecurity. What's also happening is that the activities that happen on the cyber plane is far outstripping our abilities to keep it, to secure it. There's always going to be a healthy gap between security and cyber activity. And all cyber activity is, it's just an aspect of yourself that's interacting in the digital landscape. And so I was having a conversation with an employee of mine, and I essentially was downloading how I look at cybersecurity as a whole. So if you think of yourself as this one person in physical form, but you have the ability to multiply yourself in different dimensions, you are navigating now a digital landscape where the possibilities of you being present in multiple places at once are possible. So you being one, being able to navigate across a digital unlimited landscape as different aspects of yourself now requires what? Certain awarenesses, right? Because when you're in, let's say, the environment of Facebook, you need to know what their SOPs are, right? How they operate. Now, if you look at the digital landscape as this vast world, if you will, all these different environments, you can look at them as countries or territories, but you've left this physical world and you're now in a digital world. But you can have multiple aspects of yourself in this digital world, which is pretty cool, in different environments at one time, which is also pretty cool. And all these different environments, call them Facebook, IG, all the applications that you use. Now, within these environments, you create a profile of yourself. And so that profile really of yourself is still you, but in different versions and forms. So now you're navigating all these different spaces at once. But in order to navigate these spaces safely, which at times come with their own set of threats, you have to have a certain awareness, a certain consciousness about where you're at, what you're doing, who you're communicating with, how you're communicating with this entity within this environment or the environment itself. So all of that plays a role. How you move in the environment that you're in and operate, therefore navigating, that's a frame of reference. That's a reference point. Within that frame of reference, you have essentially an approach, right? Which will then filter into something more concrete, i.e. a system. And then maybe that system has certain tools and techniques. And then those tools and techniques will manifest themselves into certain activity based on the attributes of what it is that you're trying to do. And so now you as a business, you're codifying all of that into what's called a cyber security plan, or into what's called cybersecurity. So cybersecurity is essentially the approach that you take based on the awareness that you have of how to move through, operate, and navigate this vast digital landscape, right? That consists of multiple environments that aspects of your digital self, multiple aspects of your digital self can be in at once. So remember, you're still one person because you are a physical being, obviously, right? One person, physical form. But now in this new world in this digital world, I should say, where you can be in multiple environments at once, and you're constantly feeding them data or aspects of yourself. Cybersecurity now it's essentially the approach to how you do that in a secure way.